Hello everyone, Gustavo here again, bringing you another video on in order to prepare for the CSWA exam. In this video, I'm going to show you how to uh, use mating or assemble parts, and we are going to focus on this assembly here. And we're going to also focus on with respect to that assembly with question number 7. And we can see here that we are going to use MMGS, and it specifies here that the origin of the assembly is going to be with respect to the isometric view. So this is the isometric view of this assembly here, and we know that our origin is going to start here at this long green pin. So here are specified angles with respect to A, B, and C. Here A, B, and C, and we need to find or we need to find the center of mass of the assembly in millimeters. So with respect to our X and Y and Z axis. So in order to start the assembly, we need to create assembly from the part. So again, like mentioned here, we need to look at the origin from the isometric view here, and so it seems it comes out from the this long green pin, and we are going to go to that part. I have all three parts that are needed: the long pin, the short pin, and the chain here. And we are going to start our assembly from making an assembly from this part, the long pin. So as soon as I create that, I want the this long pin here to be aligned or mated with the origin of the assembly. So all I have to do is, highlight long pin or click on it and select OK. And as soon as you do that, the origin of the assembly here is already aligned with the origin of this long pin. So there's our origin there from a long pin. So now that we have that, we can insert the rest of the parts. So we need the chain link and as well as the short blue pin. So there. Okay. Now, on the question it says that the pins are mated concentric to the chain link holes with no clearance, and also that the pin ends faces are coincident to the chain link side faces. So whatever the face is looking at, that's what's going to mate. So to begin, we are going to click here on mate, and we're going to have a concentric mate from this circle here, or that tube, or hole to this tube here, and we're going to select OK. And next, in order to bring to make these two faces, all you have to do is just select those two faces, and it will be a coincident mate. So click OK. Next, we can make this short pin with a circle or a hole there, and make sure it's concentric, and select OK. And next, we can just make sure that our faces are mated here. So select OK. Okay, next I'm going to exit the mate and analyze the origin of the drawing. From this dimensions, I can see that our x coordinate is aligned with the x coordinate of just this pin here, or this chain from our green pin. So in order to do that, I can just click on the Y to have a top view of it. And so we have our X and our Z as specified here, so X and Z, and we can actually move this around, but we want this to be fixed. So in order to do that, we can mate whatever the faces of the extrusions of the parts, we can mate them together so it can be aligned from the x-axis. So in order to do that, we're just going to select mate, and we are going to scroll down this tree here, and we are going to scroll down the long pin and the chain link. So here we have, or we can see the our guidance with respect to our x-axis. So if we use the front plane, we can see that it aligns with the x-axis. See, so we are going to select that from the long pin, and if you can not click it but just like move your mouse to where it says long pin, it will kind of highlight the part for you in an orange box. And next we are going to align it with the front plane of the chain here, chain, so that's the chain there with the front plane of that chain. So as soon as I do that, you see it moves, and we are going to make that coincident from the x-axis, so you can see it's your x-axis there, your x and your x. So click OK, and now your part should not move. So if we go back to our isometric view, Control 7, we can see that we cannot move this if we click on it. So that's what we want. So that's according to this origin here. Next, I'm going to insert the rest of the components. So in order to do that, I can either press here on the assembly option to insert components through this method of highlighting and dragging out, or the easiest way that can save you time is to hold down Control and drag or click on the part that you need to make a copy of. So Control, hold it, drag out, and then let go of the mouse, and you'll have a copy of the part, and you can do as many copies as you want. So you can have as many as you want. So if you want to delete, just press on the part, anywhere on the part, and just press delete, delete, delete. Just for preference, I personally like to do my mates in order, so I don't have a lot of parts all over the place, waiting for one to to mate every single one. But I like to do it just one by one, whatever's necessary to my next step. That's what I have on my screen. So I'm going to make this same again, and I'm going to be adding to my next mate an angle. So select mate, and I'm going to select that hole and mate it with this short link, and make that concentric, and select OK. And next I'm going to make the faces that are going to be touching each other. So I'm going to select this face and this face as well, and make that coincident. Click OK. Next I'm going to add my my angle, which seems to be that it goes off from this line here, or this edge right here, to this edge in here. Not the faces though, but I mean you can also do it from the faces, but I see it that it's coming off of that edge, so I'm going to do it from that edge. So select this edge here with this edge in here, and then I'm going to select angle. Now I'm going to specify here the degrees that they want me to put as A as equal. So A is equal 25 degrees, And now notice how it looks kind of odd, like that's not correct, right? I specified my degrees, but I can play around with this flip and alignment options. So if I select that, it brings it up there, and if I flip this or undo that, it will give me the mate that I want. So I mean, just play around with it and try to make it look like it's supposed to. So Control 7, we have our isometric view, so we want it to look like this, like that. See how it's going down 25 degrees, so that's what we want, and select OK. So that's an angle mate. Next I'm going to select mate, or actually copy more of my parts. So I'm going to do a copy of this, and I'm going to mate this tube with this hole here. Select OK, and now this top face with this top face here, and select OK. It's coincident. Next I'm going to exit that, and from this point I can just drag out the other parts necessary to complete this assembly. So again, control, so I need two of those, and one more of these, and one more of these. Oops. Okay, let's clear this. Okay. Okay, there. Now, mate. Okay, I don't know why it's doing this. I'm making this one a little bigger. Hide. There. Okay. Oh. No. Undo. Undo. There. Okay. Now I'm going to select or keep mating. So I'm going to select this hole here with this tube. Click OK, make that concentric. And next I'm going to just select this face with the face that is going to touch inside, so that, select OK. And again, give the angle mate from part B here, so this edge with this edge here, so it's going to be from this edge here to this edge here, and give it an angle, and B is going to be 125 degrees, so 125 degrees, and that should give me the angle mate. Select OK. Next I'm just going to keep adding the mates I've been doing, so make that concentric, grab this face of the tube of the pin with this face, make it concentric, and lastly going to add this hole here with this short pin, concentric, select OK, and again the faces are touching each other with this face here, select OK, and I'm going to again add the angle mate of C from this edge here, specify there, with this edge here, and give it the angle of 130 degrees. So 130. Now again, play again with your flip dimensions. Do that there. We have what we want. So Control 7. And once we agree with our drawing, click OK. And lastly, make this long pin with that hole. Select OK. Now the face is select OK, and that should give me the overall mate. So now we need to find the overall mass of the total assembly. So in order to do that, we go down to evaluate mass properties, and notice how at the beginning of the assembly I did not specify my actual units that I was supposed to use. So in order to do that, the good thing about assemblies is that it updates automatically. No, it's not like sketching or creating a part, designing a part, where almost people restart their whole entire process, once they realize they haven't been using the proper units. So if we just change that here, it updates the our dimensions. So if we find the center of mass, we realize that we have our x from 348.66, our y negative 88.48, and our z negative 91.40. And it seems that A is our correct answer for this problem, and this is just it takes practice to find the 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 angles that you want. People usually uh, have problems understanding from where the mates are being done. But other than that, I mean, if you analyze it, take a closer look, or playing around with it at first, I think you can, be successful in your exam, as long as you do the right angles, play with your flips. If your angle mate doesn't look how it's supposed to be, just try to make it as close as to the problem they give you. So that'll be all, and I hope you guys find this video very helpful, and keep practicing and you will do very well in your exam. Thanks for watching.